We're walking out of the town of, oh man, I forgot what town we're in. Nariha. And we are just walking through trying to follow the arrows as best as we can, because it's not the best marked here. Fortunately, there's always a bunch of pilgrims you can kind of follow. In fact, there's Pilgrim Tina up ahead, and we should be heading out soon. It's an easy 20-kilometer day into Santo something, and we're gonna rest up there for a little bit. It's like a Nero, but a lot of people are doing the same thing. I guess there's lots to see in that town, lots of places to eat. This whole area is just covered in vineyards. This area of Rioja is famous for its red wine. So it's just like everywhere, there's just vineyards, just non-stop, both sides. And when we were leaving town, there were these red rocks. And anywhere is flat between the red rocks, there's more grapevines and just vineyards growing everywhere, all along here. And they grow in different ways. Some have like lines going through, some don't, some have water hoses feeding them, some don't. It's just amazing how many vineyards there are everywhere. Well, I'm from Illinois where there are none, so, but it's just crazy, and they're just full of grapes. Insane. As we walked out of Nájera, the fields of grapes continued on and on until we started seeing fields of sunflowers. First there were a few, but there were more and more replacing the vineyards. These fields must have looked amazing a month or so ago. I can only imagine the huge fields of gigantic bright yellow flowers reaching for the sun, gently dancing in the wind. There were a few almond trees growing wild next to the Camino as well, but these may just be the last for days to come. There's the town of Santo Domingo de la Calzada. When you're down here, town looks all old school, but as you get closer, the ground reveals all the warehouses surrounding the perimeter. It's kind of funny, but the old part looks nice. That's where we're staying tonight. We stayed at the Albergue Cofradia del Santo, where we were able to get a private room for two with quite a nice view. This is one nice albergue with an open design and beautiful scallop shell imagery throughout. The interesting thing is, right next to the hand washing station is a chicken coop. The story is, a German pilgrim with his parents stayed at an inn, and the innkeeper's daughter fell in love with the son. Since he did not feel the same, she became angered and placed a silver cup in his luggage and accused him of theft. He was hung, and sadly, his parents continued on. When his parents were returning home from their pilgrimage,
They were shocked to see their son still hanging, but alive. They ran to the mayor to plead to him to free him. The mayor only responded that boy is as alive as these 2 roast chickens we're about to eat. At this point, the chickens sprouted feathers and beaks and started to crow. The church displays 2 chickens and rotates them out, with the chickens housed at this albergue as the miracle of Santo Domingo de la Calzada. Dinner. Don't worry, this isn't one of those chickens. Oh, motion lights turn off. There you go. This is the good old shoe room. Once the shoes all get wet, this room is not going to smell good at all. That was our balcony right there in the middle. And there's the entrance. It was fun watching people come in and out. Good morning, it's day 10. We just left the town, or we're leaving the town of Santo Domingo de la Calzada, and we are heading off onto the path. And we go down, we finally get off the street. There are cars whizzing by, but it looks like a gravel road down there. Today we're going to Belorado, but it looks like we're going to be walking next to a highway for quite a while, so I got my headphones ready. Normally I never listen to music while hiking or anything like that, because I like to listen for animals and birds, but if it's like another section we did before, it's just gonna be a lot of highway noise, and that's not fun. I'd rather listen to something. Not sure what to listen to. In Sweden we'll listen to some ABBA. What do we listen to here besides the catch-up song? We were saying Las Arejes or something like that. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the catch-up song. I'm gonna listen to it over and over until I know all the lyrics. I can bother Tina with it every day for the next 20-30 days. Yeah.
That's when you will start hiking solo.
You will never know peace. Like I said, pilgrims love their cafes. Oh, we stopped here as well. I haven't mentioned yet, but generally the path is marked with these scallops, and usually it's the outer lines going into the middle, and it's kind of symbolic with all the different Camino routes all converging at Compostela de Santiago. So it's like the shells should be pointed so all the rays point out. Some places don't follow that, but generally they do. Like this one on the road right here. Yeah, so that one's pointed in the correct direction. Some are pointed differently, but oh, hey, there's a church right here. And another cafe. Another nice small town. Let's swing by the church actually, see what it's like. There's a lot of people going in. With the open areas, you could see the Camino reaching for quite a distance, especially easily with little pilgrims spotted all over. From here you can see pilgrims for a while. They're going down that way and they take that red road up And it looks like they're staying on the left side there. They just go, go, go. Just wide open, and you could see just pilgrims walking everywhere. So why don't they have these in long trails in the US? It's a pharmacy vending machine right on the trail. Everything you need: hand sanitizer, knee braces, lots of band-aids, blister care, even a massage ball. Pretty funny. We're a good distance away from the last time we were out with the chicken story, but there he is again. Santo Domingo de la Calzada with the chickens. Pretty funny. Hey there, we're at the albergue here at Albergue Belorado Cora, something like that. It's on the street that's Cora. But I guess when we got here, there was a little mix up. They double booked the single room with 2 beds in it. So one person or 2 people got that one. And then they put us up in this room, and just Tina and me here. But it's a bunk room for 9 people. So I'm going to show you this bunk room. This is what it usually looks like, except this one's different. But this is what you'd expect if you get a bunk room with 9 beds. But nobody else is here, so we can just film all we want, and it's fine. So check this out here. Let's just show you the left side here. The unique thing here is the beams. They just kind of just plop together whatever they can to support the ceiling and the rooftop. This is low. I did whack my head on there and I got a nice big bump on my head. But these are the bunks you get. But this one is different in that you kind of have to watch your head as you climb up. But there's a window here, which is good. And behind me, we have 1 bed we're going to sleep in. That one right here. That one doesn't have a bunk because of the beams. And these are the other bunks. And this first one is kind of weird because this beam is right above. If we come over here, you can kind of, you have to be careful. But the bunks are, I don't know how much distance they have between each other up and down, but next to each other, this is what you get. There are no lockers in this room, so what you get is what you get, and you have to kind of put your packs on the sides, one way or another. And then there's a bigger gap between this one. I'm guessing because of the beams above again. They can't put the bunk right underneath the beam, otherwise people bop their head all their time. And the mattresses in this one are a little older, but a lot of the mattresses come with this like rubbery cover on it to reduce the chances of bed bugs. They say it's bed bug prevention, but it basically just envelops the whole thing so they don't have anywhere to live during the daytime. We haven't found any evidence of bed bugs in any of the beds we've been to lately. But yeah, this is it here. This one's kind of nice though. They got these windows here. They have windows all along the side, and then they have this little thing. So this part opens, so you can close the window and still get some light. But we will keep them open just to get some air going. And there's several windows on this side, so it's kind of, oh, I just bumped my head on a beam. Good thing I was walking slowly. Alright, let's put this away and pay attention to where I'm going. For today's dinner, I got a bottle of water instead of wine, much preferred. And I guess it's about the same cost, really. Dinner is bean and blood sausage soup, cod with potatoes, and cheesecake. Off to bed we go.